Hey, good morning. My name is Carmen, and I'm here to tell you about my internship with the South Carolina Department of Natural Resources. So, like Georgia DNR, South Carolina DNR is broken up into many divisions, and my internship specifically was with the Marine Resources Division. This is located at Fort Johnson in Charleston, South Carolina, and it's a part of the Marine Resources Research Institute. And this Fort Johnson has a lot of facilities there, so South Carolina DNR collaborates a lot with organizations like NOAA, College of Charleston, National Institute of Standards and Technology, and Medical University of South Carolina. And I specifically worked with the inshore fisheries section of the Marine Resources Division of DNR. My internship program was specifically a research experience for undergraduates program, and this is a program that's funded by the National Science Foundation. So the main goals of these programs is to teach students how to design a research project and complete it. So we learned how to use the scientific method in an actual research project, wrote up a manuscript of all of the work that we did, and created and actually delivered an oral presentation at the very end of the program. And in addition to all of this one, my program was called Minorities in Marine and Environmental Sciences. So we had a lot of extra opportunities to gain field experience in the marine sciences field. So my main focus of my internship program was to complete the research. So I processed and analyzed samples for my project, which was on the age, composition, and maturity of Atlantic croaker, which is a fish species in coastal South Carolina. So for my project, I learned how to age fish using their otoliths and also histological techniques. And so these are really useful and will be useful in the future because histological analysis is really important in a lot of species, terrestrial, marine, mammals, fish, all of that stuff. So another part of my work while I was there was field work with the inshore fisheries section, and they do surveys of the estuarine populations. So here in the top left you can see a picture of what's called trammel netting. They do this some in Georgia DNR surveys as well, but the South Carolina DNR does this year round, and they do it, they survey a certain number of sites monthly, so they have long-term data. They've been doing this for about 25 years, so they can get long-term patterns of like fish population dynamics and things like that. And they also, part of the inshore fisheries section is shark surveys. So here I helped catch a 4-foot blacktip shark. Other surveys that inshore does is electrofishing and also some terrapin seining I got to do. And then here I got to help a graduate student with her research project on bycatch. So she was catching fish from deep, like over 100 feet of water, and determining like their swim bladder expansion and how people can safely return those organisms so they don't get consumed by other fish as you throw them over the side of the boat. So with my program, I also got other field experiences. So about like once a week, we would go do some kind of field trip. So one week we did a fish practical where we got to dissect fish, and 1 week we did an oyster reef build with what's called the SCORE program, and they use this to kind of generate oyster habitat and help prevent erosion. We got to tour the South Carolina Aquarium. This here is a harbor trawl tour that we did. So DNR regularly does harbor trawls in the Charleston Harbor. And here we went to Yawkey Wildlife Management Area and got to see how they sample alligators. So they capture alligators, take a lot of different kinds of samples, and then release them. And we got to do a challenge course, which was really fun too, as like a bonding kind of experience and team building thing. So with my program, I was with other students. We lived together throughout the program and worked together and did all of these things together. So how Warnell helped me, vertebrate natural history did teach me some of the fish species. I wasn't as familiar with the marine fish species, but I didn't really know that I was going to be doing a fisheries project when I came into this program. They had already kind of picked out a project for me to do, so I just kind of jumped aboard. So I am actually a wildlife major, but I ended up really liking the fisheries aspect too. So, and then field methods definitely helped with general research methods and survey techniques and statistics and things like that. I think it would have been helpful for me if I had taken some of the other Warnell courses like aquatic biology, ichthyology, or Dr. Shelton's Maymester in the fisheries field course. But I think I learned a lot pretty quickly over the course of the summer about fisheries, so it was fun. Does anybody have any questions?